right, so we got our 2017 Yukon Denali XL, and we have the power boards. So this particular vehicle has about 37,000 miles, so super low mileage for its year. And we're having this issue. Yeah, it's not happy. So, if need be, I'm gonna say that and it's not gonna work. Let's stop, let's close the door. Pushing up on it with my foot, and there we go, we can get it to go up. In worst case scenario, but we're definitely not going to be living with it like that, especially with, you know, wife and kids and all that. It is not ideal. So I ended up having to buy this entire assembly, and it comes with the whole hinge mechanism, the motor, the whole deal is all included on this. And you might be wondering, there's the part number right there. How much does this cost? Well, if you go to the dealership, you're gonna spend about $800 just for the part. And what I did is I went online and I checked out this company here, which is My GM Part, and they have the OEM part, same as you're gonna get at the dealer, and it was about 35% from the dealer price. So it was around 500 and change, maybe closer to 600 bucks, but definitely some savings. So I would definitely check them out if you are going the OEM route with this. There was some aftermarket ones available, but I just really didn't want to have to go through the struggle of that not working or it being the wrong part or whatever. I just wanted an OEM part, put it on the Yukon, get it back to factory spec, and well, 37,000 miles isn't very good for the passenger side, which is used the least on these, but I imagine the gear's stripped out or whatever happened in there. But we'll get this thing up in the air and get the old one removed. And just for reference, when we did our little economical build here on our 07 Ranger at Rock Auto, I was getting Moog front end parts and all top quality everything. And I don't think I have $800 in just the repair parts alone on that truck. And we did a whole lot for that kind of money. So here's a look at our motor from the underneath. We do have two Allens underneath there. That is 5 millimeters. So we're gonna get those two out that connect to the board, and it looks like there's 3 10 millimeters that are gonna be one on either side and one on the top. And then are just our electrical connections, and this motor should come out pretty easily. Let's get our 5 millimeter in there. Get these guys loosened up. So next we'll get our electrical connection, the big one here on the back, removed. There's this red locking tab. You just want to slide that this way, and then you can push on the release tab, and we'll get that guy removed. Now we'll get our 10 millimeter in here and get our 3 10 millimeter nuts removed. There is a wire harness on the one on the inside. It's just one of those pieces that goes over the stud. So just pop that back and then you can get to the nut. So we got one here, one on the other side, and one up top. And we'll get all 3 of those removed. So now that we have the big connector removed, I popped it out. Actually, the retainer stayed in there, but that's not a big deal because that's gonna stay with our old part. And then we have this smaller wire here. There's this red little piece here. You wanna push that back, and then you're able to get that removed. There's a little retainer clip that you have to push down, but just get that lock clip back, and then this is the part that's gonna stay with our old motor. And now I'm still unclear whether I should have had the board down or not, but even with the lift, it doesn't come all the way down. So we will see if that's gonna be an issue for us, but we have a T25. Underneath this little cover, there's 2 bolts that are holding in this wiring harness. So we're gonna get those 2 removed, and then we can get this harness out of the way. So doing this on the ground might be a little easier. I mean, that's never easy crawling around on the ground, but a drive on lift is probably ideal just because then you can have the board all the way down. But you can see up there, there is 2 more Torx that need to come out, and with the hinge all the way up, they're gonna be hard to get to. So I'm gonna plug it back in and actually get it to come all the way down. Having the board out of the way just kind of gives you a little bit more of what's going on here with this, so we can actually see what we need to do. But yeah, I'm gonna recommend having the board down when you get this motor out of here. So even with the hinge down, our regular T25 didn't want to get in there with a socket. So I have this guy from Icon, which I definitely recommend this kit. It is this one right here, and it has Allens, it has all the Torx, it has your little extension here, a nice little ratchet, and it has a flex head on it. This is super, super handy, and you can get up into all these fun little spots that GM engineers decided that they would have for us to get something like this motor to come out of the vehicle. I'm pretty sure a lot of times these engineers like to do stuff like this just so you come to the dealership and spend whatever it is, 180, 200 bucks an hour to have the dealership do it. But not here. We're going to do it ourselves and show you guys how to do it. So quick recap, we've got a 5mm Allen here and here. We have our 10mm nut here, here, and here, so 3 of those. And then we do have over here, you'll find it when the hinge is out, you'll see there is a T25 here and here, and then your other 2 T25s are right here and on the other side as well. Ones that are a little more tricky to get to. So that's all your fasteners, your 2 connectors, and this unit will come out. Here's a quick look at the space when your motor is removed, and we just have the board sitting over here on the lift. And this is the bottom part where it actually goes into our hinge, and the backside is just an idler, so you don't have to worry about that. And you do have a little bit of back and forth that you can push this bar out or push this board out just a little bit so you can get your entire assembly removed. But we got our brand new OEM motor in there. Everything's plugged in, so let's see if it works. So here you can see actually we do have a little bit of clearance with the board down. I don't know if it's all the way down necessarily. It's a little tight right here, but let's open the door, close it. And something isn't happy. Let's see. And it's wanting to open on us. What is going on? So I think that it's touching right here and it's not allowed to come all the way out is why it's wanting to go back up. You can see kind of the angle of everything. So let's put the Yukon on the ground and then we can try this again. It should work. All right, let's try this again. You can see the board was actually up a little bit there. Okay, now it comes all the way down. And there it is, works perfectly. So there it is, everybody, the 2017 Yukon Denali right side motor for our power boards. Replaced, the gears stripped out, they're probably plastic and they wear out over time, but it is something you'll probably run into with one of these trucks, so that's how you replace it when you have to, and unfortunately the price of that is pretty expensive, but if you can do it yourself, you can save a little money on the labor, and if you check out the website, I'll leave it in the description, you can actually get a little bit of a discount on the GM OEM parts as well. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful in any way, please give it a big thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, keep that hammer down.